During the Second World War, the US military found they needed a new rifle that was self-loading, compact, and lightweight for use by paratroopers and frontline troops required to carry other equipment, such as mortar teams, signalers, even cooks and storemen. It needed to be more powerful and accurate than the submachine gun, but smaller than the Garand or BAR. And so Colt set about developing the M1 carbine. It saw service in the war and later in Korea and became a popular civilian weapon. It was chambered for a .30 caliber short round similar to a pistol round. The M2 variant had selective fire capability. It utilized the same rotating block and operating rod as the Garand and a short-stroke gas piston design. Magazine capacities were available in 15 and 30 round capacity. Over 6.2 million were manufactured for military use. Several manufacturers produced commercial versions for the public, and they are still available today. Soon after World War II, European nations began seeking a new self-loading rifle for general service. The British favoured an advanced bullpup design, the EM2, with a new caliber .280. However, political forces swayed this decision in favour of the US choice of NATO caliber and the Belgian-designed FN-FAL. Fabrique Nationale Fusil Automatique Légère, or FN-FAL, began development in 1947 and continued until 1953. The Belgian design was eventually chambered in the NATO 7.62 caliber and saw widespread acceptance as the ideal infantry rifle. There was competition from other designers, in particular the German Heckler & Koch G3. The SLR L1A1 self-loading rifle was adopted by many armies throughout Europe, the Commonwealth, Africa and South America. It had an adjustable gas-operated system similar to the SVT-40. The gas vent could be adjusted to allow for blank cartridges or rifle grenades. It was fed by a box magazine varying from 5 to 30 rounds capacity. Many variants appeared, some with shorter barrel lengths, folding stocks, bipods, and even a fully automatic squad weapon. The weapon survives to this day in some quarters and as a popular hunting rifle variant. Regarded by many as one of the preeminent gun designers of the United States, along with John Browning and John Garand, Eugene Stoner began his working life in an aircraft factory, installing armaments in aircraft. He enlisted in the Marines and served in the Pacific and China during the Second World War. After the war, he became a design engineer and eventually joined the Armalite division of Fairchild Engine and Airplane Corporation. There he designed several prototype small arms, including the AR-10. Chambered for the NATO ammunition 7.62 caliber, it was an unconventional lightweight design with a selective fire capability. Submitted for evaluations with the US Army in 1956, the design lost out to the T-44 model, an evolutionary development from the M1 Garand model, or M14 rifle, which was subsequently adopted by US forces from 1957 to 1966. However, due to the rifle's accuracy and stopping power at long range, several variants, particularly the sniper version, have remained in service with some branches of the US military. Eugene Stoner's AR-10 was licensed to a Dutch arms manufacturer and saw some success in several smaller countries. His advanced designs would have to wait some years before being adopted outright by his home country. Developed by the Germans in 1944, the STG-44 Sturmgewehr 44, also known as the MP-43 and MP-44, took the experience of the submachine gun with a high rate of automatic fire, large capacity magazine, but with the accuracy and capability of a rifle. The Germans had deduced that most firefights occurred within 2 to 30 meters, and therefore developed a cut-down or shortened rifle cartridge round. The result was a new class of firearm, the assault rifle. In 1938, Mikhail Kalashnikov was drafted into the Red Army. He served as a tank driver mechanic and saw action with the 24th Tank Regiment in Stryj and Brody. He was wounded at the Battle of Bryansk and spent 6 months recuperating. He spent his time designing a submachine gun. The design was rejected, but authorities took notice of this young designer and put him to work at the Central Scientific Development Directorate from 1942 on. There, he designed a gas-operated carbine utilizing the new 7.62 by 39mm cartridge. His design was heavily influenced by the Garand M1 design. He eventually gained success with his Miktim prototype. This development led to his design of the 1947 model Automat Kalashnikova Model 47, or more commonly referred to the AK-47, his most famous of many inventions. The AK-47 quickly became the Soviet Union's standard issue rifle. It came in two variants, the fixed wooden stock and the AKS-47 with a metal folding stock. It is readily identifiable for the long curved box magazine and distinctive foresight. Becoming the chief designer, he quickly developed a squad automatic variant known as the RPK and the PK, which utilized the full-size Nagant rifle cartridge and was belt-fed. Designed to be easily stamp manufactured, the weapon found service in many armies of the Soviet bloc. In 1952, a